The Minnesota Vikings are playing a dangerous game with our emotions, and the latest word from inside the facility is absolutely explosive. We were told there would be a fair fight for the starting quarterback spot, but the truth just leaked out, and it changes everything for this franchise. Kyler Murray is not just here to compete for a job because the reality is that McCarthy is already being pushed to the side before the first whistle of training camp. This is a massive shift in direction that no one saw coming when the Vikings moved up in the draft to secure their future. The purple and gold faithful have been waiting for a savior for a long time, and the arrival of a national champion like McCarthy felt like the start of a legendary era in the Twin Cities. However, the front office has been working behind the scenes to create a veteran powerhouse that most fans did not expect to see this soon. The narrative coming out of Egan is that there is a true competition brewing between the young gun and the established star. When you look at the reality of the situation, it becomes clear that this is more about optics than actual football strategy. You do not bring in a player of Kyler Murray's caliber and pay him that kind of money just to have him hold a clipboard for a rookie who is still learning how to read professional defenses. The team is trying to tell the world that the best man will win, but everyone who knows this business understands that the deck is stacked. It is a tough pill to swallow for the fans who bought McCarthy jerseys the second he was drafted. We wanted to see the kid take the reins and lead us into a new age of Vikings football. Instead, we are looking at a situation where the 10th overall pick might be relegated to the bench for an entire season, while a former first overall pick takes the snaps. This creates a massive amount of tension within the locker room and the fan base because we are torn between the excitement of a proven playmaker and the potential of our future star. The emotional stakes could not be higher for a team that is desperate to get back to the top of the NFC North. We are watching a high-stakes drama unfold in real time, and the consequences for the loser of this supposed competition will be felt for years. It is a move that shows Kevin O'Connell is feeling the pressure to win right now, and he is willing to gamble the development of his hand-picked rookie to make it happen. The Vikings are trying to have it both ways by claiming they are building for the future, while clearly leaning into a win-now mentality with Murray. This strategy could either lead us to a Super Bowl or leave the franchise in a state of total confusion if things do not go perfectly on the field this fall. The weapons surrounding the quarterback position in Minnesota are unlike anything Kyler Murray has ever seen in his professional career. It is truly frightening to imagine what a player with his explosive speed and deep ball accuracy can do when he is throwing to the best receiver on the planet in Justin Jefferson. We have seen what Jefferson can do with average quarterback play, and now he is paired with a guy who can extend plays with his legs and find him in the tightest windows. Then you add the incredible talent of Jordan Addison, who proved last year that he is a legitimate star in this league. The middle of the field belongs to TJ Hawkinson, who is a safety valve that most quarterbacks can only dream of having. This offense is a literal goldmine for a veteran like Murray, who has often struggled with a lack of consistent help in his previous stops. Former NFL linebacker Bart Scott is already shouting from the rooftops about how high the ceiling is for this partnership. He believes that by the end of the year we will be calling Kyler Murray the most talented quarterback in the entire division. That is a massive statement when you look at the names he is competing against every single week. Scott pointed out that pairing Murray with a genius like Kevin O'Connell is like adding rocket fuel to an already powerful engine. The addition of a gritty and reliable player like Jauan Jennings only makes this group more dangerous, because it gives Murray a target who will fight for every single yard. The excitement is building because the fans can feel that something special is happening with this roster. We are tired of being the team that almost makes it or the team that falls short in the big moments. Seeing a veteran like Murray walk into this situation and embrace the culture of the Vikings is giving people a sense of hope that we have not felt in a long time. The pressure is on O'Connell to make all these pieces fit together because there are no more excuses left. If you have the best weapons and a top-tier quarterback, then you have to produce results on the scoreboard. The fans are ready to erupt at US Bank Stadium, and the atmosphere is going to be electric every time this offense steps onto the turf. We are looking at a potential record-breaking season if Murray can stay healthy and build the necessary chemistry with his teammates during the summer months. The NFC North has quickly become the most competitive and quarterback-rich division in the entire league, which makes the stakes for the Vikings even higher. We are looking at a landscape where every single team believes they have a franchise savior under center. In Chicago, the hype around Caleb Williams is reaching a fever pitch as people call him a generational talent who will change the history of the Bears. Over in Detroit, they have Jared Goff, who has turned into a model of consistency and leadership while guiding the Lions to the top of the standings. And you have the Green Bay Packers, who seem to have found yet another star in Jordan Love, who spent the last part of last season tearing apart some of the best defenses in football. It is a gauntlet that would intimidate most players, but Kyler Murray is not your average quarterback. Despite the injuries and the drama that followed him in the past, his career numbers are actually superior in many ways to the guys he is facing. His completion percentage is higher and his ability to protect the football, while making explosive plays, is nearly unmatched in the NFL today. People forget that he was a Heisman winner and a first overall pick for a reason. He has thrown twice as many touchdowns as interceptions over his career, and he does that while being a constant threat to run for a first down at any moment. The disrespect that Murray has received over the last couple of years is clearly fueling his fire as he enters this new chapter in Minnesota. He knows that the world is watching to see if he can finally live up to the massive expectations that have followed him since college. The Vikings fans are starting to realize that they might have the ultimate wild card in this divisional race. While everyone else is talking about the rookies and the established stars in Michigan and Wisconsin, we are sitting on a player who has 2 Pro Bowls under his belt and a chip on his shoulder. This division title is going to be decided by which quarterback can make the big play when the game is on the line, and Murray has shown time and again that he is not afraid of the spotlight. The battle for the North is going to be a war of attrition, and having a veteran who has been through the battles is a massive advantage for Minnesota. We are not just looking to compete for a wild card spot, because this team has the talent to win the whole thing if the quarterback play remains elite. The emotional journey of this season is going to be a roller coaster for every fan who bleeds purple, and we are all strapped in for the ride of a lifetime. The perspective from national analysts like Louis Riddick is adding even more fuel to the fire regarding this quarterback situation. Riddick has been very vocal about the fact that if the Vikings signed Kyler Murray, then the competition was essentially over before it began. He believes that Murray is simply too talented to keep off the field, especially when you consider how well his skill set aligns with what Kevin O'Connell wants to do. There has been a lot of debate about whether Murray fits the traditional mold of an O'Connell quarterback, but the head coach himself has been clear that the tape shows a perfect match. O'Connell is a superstar in the making when it comes to offensive play calling, and he knows exactly how to utilize a player with Murray's unique abilities. Having a guy like Josh McCown on the coaching staff is another huge factor, because he is widely considered to be a future head coach in this league. The environment in Minnesota is currently the best situation in the entire NFL for any quarterback to step into, whether they are a rookie or a seasoned veteran. This creates a very interesting and somewhat sad reality for J.J. McCarthy. If Murray comes in and performs at the level that Scott and Riddick expect, then McCarthy becomes an incredibly valuable trade asset rather than the future of the franchise. It is hard to imagine the Vikings moving on from a top 10 pick so quickly, but winning changes everything in professional sports. If Murray leads this team to a deep playoff run and signs a long-term deal, then McCarthy's path to the starting job is effectively blocked. This is the cutthroat nature of the NFL, and it is a situation that requires a lot of emotional maturity from everyone involved. The fans love McCarthy, but they love winning even more, and they will embrace whoever puts points on the board and brings home a trophy. The chemistry between Murray and O'Connell is the key to everything, and if they can build a strong bond, then the sky is truly the limit for the Vikings offense. We are looking at a potential transformation of this franchise from a team that plays it safe to a team that takes the fight to the opponent on every single snap. The strategic depth of this coaching staff, combined with the raw talent of the players, is a recipe for a historic run that could define the next decade of Minnesota football. We are standing on the edge of a new era, and the excitement is palpable across the entire state. The road ahead for the Minnesota Vikings is filled with questions, but the potential for greatness has never been higher than it is right now. We are witnessing a bold move by a front office that is tired of waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They have decided that the moment is now, and they are putting their faith in a veteran who has everything to prove. This season will be a defining chapter in the history of the franchise, and it will determine the legacy of Kevin O'Connell and the current leadership group. The fans are ready to stand behind their team and provide the loudest home field advantage in the league as we chase that elusive championship. We need to know what you think about this massive development in the quarterback room. Do you believe that Kyler Murray is actually the most talented quarterback in the NFC North, or are people sleeping on the young stars in Chicago and Green Bay? This is a conversation that is happening in every sports bar and locker room across the country, and we want to hear your voice in the comments below. Your passion is what makes this team great, and we want to build the best community of Vikings fans on the internet. If you love the purple and gold and want to stay updated on every single breaking news story and deep analysis of our team, then you need to join the family. Make sure you hit that like button to show your support for the squad and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a moment of the action. We are going to be here through every win and every loss as we follow this incredible journey together. Skol Vikings.